Burkina Faso that doesn't need road. They have road. They have built the road. They have built company. They don't have problem. That Burkina Faso that you describe does not exist. Number one. Number two, I'm here particularly to demonstrate the confidence that I have for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I'm not saying he's a perfect man, but I do believe in his policies. We have to be patient to have those policies become fruition. First of all, let's begin with how was Nigeria before President Bola Ahmed Tinubu took over power? Nigeria was servicing debt with 98% of its crude oil. 98%. Foreign reserve was depleted. We were subsidizing oil, and those fuel that we were subsidizing, Nigerians were not the beneficiaries. Cameroonians, Chad Republic, Niger, Benin were the beneficiaries of the fuel subsidy. Those oil marketers would go and collect the fuel subsidy at subsidized rate. The government intention was that they'll come and sell it to us. Instead, they will take them to Cameroon and all those other countries. The little that is left, they knew that they could not explain why the fuel finished on time, so they will be rationing it in the filling station. They'll open the filling station 2 hours, they will come, they will now pump fuels, reduce the queue, and they'll close it again after 2 hours and say fuel is finished, so that they will prolong the availability, right? We were suffering, we were queuing, soldiers were flogging us, and our common phrase then was fuel scarcity. Who were the beneficiaries? These oil marketers. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu came and said, "Oh, you oil marketers, let the poor breathe. We are going to remove the subsidy. We are paying 50 something trillion naira in fuel subsidy. What are we? Where is the money? Where is the benefit? Where is the benefit?" President Bola Ahmed removed it. Give more money to the governors to do work for you. Now, beside that, he kept on saving money. You see this Murtala International Airport that they are rebranding, they are rebuilding. It's from savings or a subsidy proceed. The removal, the subsidy that they removed, it was saving from that money that he's using to build that thing. Right? Now, before then also, before President Bola Ahmed Tinubu came to power, people like Emefiele suffered us drastically, destroyed our economy. How? Emefiele, if you are a businessman, you are supposed to go to bank and get dollar at official rate to do your business, right? If you are a student, if America gives you the visa, you are supposed to get $4,000 from this thing. Emefiele wouldn't give the oil market, the businessman. He was giving the dollars at official rate to his cronies. And then those his friends will only call bank manager and ask him how much he's going to buy $1. Now they are getting it at official rate, selling it to the bank manager on a higher rate, and then the bank manager will now sell it to bureau de change. If you go to banks, it is the bankers that will tell you which bureau de change you should go to because they know them. They knew them very well. Now the businessman was denied, students denied, somebody going for a medical treatment denied. So you have to go to that black market and buy it maybe from 500 that it was official rate. Maybe let's say the official rate was 500. You have to go and get it at 1,000, 1,002 at black market. Now they are making extra 600 to 700 profits from the money, and they will not give Emefiele kickbacks. And Emefiele was building 750 something duplexes inside Abuja from the proceeds that he got from those dollars. Now, how did that translate into our economy? Right? Hardship, economic hardship. Now, those businessmen that would have gotten the dollar 500 naira, go and buy things, make their little profit. Now they are getting it 1,000. Before they will now go and buy the items, before they will now make their profits. That was why things became superly expensive in Nigeria. The Emefiele economy. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu say, "Hey, you Emefiele and co, thou shall not continue to do something like this." What did he do? He put a stop to that. He said, "Float the naira." Central bank, by floating the naira, you are blocking the leakages, right? Now, one or two people cannot continue to take advantage of the official rate. So, central bank was also giving dollar almost as black market. So, but instead of like that extra income that Emefiele was making, that was coming to him and his cronies. In the case of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, it's not going to any of his family members. It's coming back to Nigeria as a revenue. As revenue. So central bank is like making money for Nigeria now. That's what is happening there now. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu reduced our debt from 98%. Right now, I think it's around 40 something percent. We have to give this man. He wasn't just focusing on building. He has to clear the past mess and try to put some new things on ground. If we don't understand the mess created in the past, we will not appreciate where this man is coming from and where he's taking us to. That is not enough. In Nigeria, if you see 90% of what you need for a daily survival are within the purview of the state governors. If you wake up in your house in the morning and you want to go to anywhere, you need road from your house to that place. It is not a federal road. It's the state governor's responsibility. You need water to drink. It is not necessarily the federal government. It is your governor. You need primary health centers in the villages, in the local government area. It is governor. Primary school education, secondary school education, your governor. Almost all the things that you need on daily basis for survival are within the purviews of the governors. They are not giving it to you. They give them what? So if the president wants to help them, what will he do to meet your needs? Is to give them more money. And President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is giving them more money. Instead of them to use this money for you, they are doing seme. Instead of you to ask them questions, you leave them alone. You are troubling this man called President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That is one of the challenges we have in the country. But President Bola Ahmed Tinubu knows the value of local government to the people. He said the governors have been refusing to give local government autonomy. It was President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that took the governors to court, and Supreme Court gave a judgment in favor of local government autonomy. Up to today, you have not asked your local government, your governors, why are they sabotaging that? Now, this man gave you local government autonomy so that you can get more money, and since this is the government that is closer to the people, they can work for the people. But that's not it. This gold that you were talking about, most of our golds were in the hands of few people who were smuggling and enjoying it. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, over like 200 and something million dollars revenue from that gold is in the hands of few people in the country, right? President Bola Ahmed Tinubu came and make sure that that revenue is coming back to the mainstream revenue in Nigeria. That means government is now chasing those individuals away and is now bringing it to the, like crude oil now, they will bring it to the country. It's now it's an income to the country, no matter the region. Well, now that is what Tinubu is doing with the gold now and other mineral resources. When President Bola Ahmed Tinubu came, we were exporting lithium, unprocessed lithium. We just come pack our minerals and go. But now, under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he placed a ban on the exportation of that mineral, leading to the establishment of lithium plant Wasa Abuja. Google your YouTube, you will see the plant eyeball to eyeball. It's going to employ 3,000 Nigerians. One in Nasarawa is going to employ many people. And beside that, there's the rare earth sand company that is developing in Nasarawa. That one will employ 10,000 Nigerians. That is the mineral you use to make iPhone, you use it to do some cars and so many things. All these things were before in the hands of few people who were destroying us, milking the country. Tinubu is bringing them into the mainstream revenue income of the country. Are you getting it? So beside that, that is, you can see, it's making the poor people to breathe, right? Now, the tax before now was not pro-poor. It wasn't pro-poor. The reform, the tax that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu introduced is a pro-poor tax. Agricultural products are exempted. Fertilizer is exempted. Transportation is zero tax. Woman that is taking care of her baby, all those items she's using, tax exempt.